こんにちは、チャートマスターの根崎ゆきです。4月16日、火曜日のセッションリキャップ取っていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。それでは始めていきましょう。
15th of April, this is tax day for those of you in the United States. If you have not sent your taxes in, you have to either get it postmarked by midnight tonight or you have to file for an extension by midnight tonight. So be aware of that. So there we go. All right, so on the euro, right now we're doing a sideways move, big box, about 60 pips, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up.
ユーロドルです。ユーロドルは今大きなボックスの中にいて、アップダウン、アップダウン、アップダウンと来ていますと。
Up, down. How long will this go? I don't know. And once we break out, we're looking to go up to here, this area here, and then up to the top of the trend line. If it goes fast, it won't.
このボックスがどこまで続くかはわからないと。でも言えることは、それをブレイクしてきたら、上に抜けてきたら、まずはこのサポート、レジスタンスのターゲットを狙って、それをブレイクしてきたら、トップオフザトレンドウォール、トレンドウォールの上まで買いたいね。で、あんまり急に上がりすぎちゃうと、このターゲットっていうのをいきなり超えてくるかもしれませんよねと。
So our first trade is about 50 pips up to 3,200 even number. So break a 31.39 up to 3,200. That's 60 pips right there. Then we're going to double our position above 32.12 on a break and go for there.
この高値ブレイク、ボックスブレイクで、60ピップぐらい買っていこうと。で、この上の水色の線超えていったら W ポジションを倍にして、買っていきましょうと。
So a two-part trade right there, and we're very interested in it, even though it's a euro. First part's here, second part is here. Right. Snowman. All right, British pound, we're waiting for them to finish the correction off. Can't do anything. We're in a downtrend. We're in an uptrend. They're seeking buyers. There's a support right here. They may find them. They could come down as low as this right here, right, and bounce here. That's the trade we're looking for right there. So if we get down to 5,300, especially at 5,300 even number, we'll be interested in a buy back up to 54.16, ultimately to 50.
ポンドドルです。今240分チャートを見ています。で、ポンドドルは今、アップトレンドにありますけども、買い手を探していますと。で、今サポートされていますけど、ここサポートになるかもしれません。もしくは1個下のところでサポートされるかもしれません。で、そこで跳ね返ってきたら買っていきたいですよねと。54.16、5416。それ超えてきたらその上のレジスタンス目指していきたいね。
451. Right? So, all right. CAD. The CAD right now is a bear flag, telling us we're going to get a deeper retracement. We want that deeper retracement, so we're glad to see it. Alright, bear flag to the downside. We're going to be a buyer around this area right here if it gives us a buy. Alright, so let me pull this back down to here. We're looking for a buy.
ドルカナダです。ドルカナダです。ドルカナダはベアフラッグが見えていますと。で、ディーパーリトレースメント、もっと深いリトレース、戻しがあることを期待していますと。で、そうしたらこのエリアで買っていきたいよねって言ってますよね。
Down in this area where we have support, it's on a 618 fib. A retracement of the 618 and a bounce gives us an opportunity. And remember, these targets have been taken out. So once that happens, this is our new target up here. This becomes a great big opportunity, a big wide open space up here. Alright, so pull back to the 618 fib right in here, this area, and a bounce. We're looking for that trade right there.
この高値をブレイクしていったら、すごく大きなワイドオープンスペースがあるので、下がってきて618フィブとかで跳ね返っていったら買っていって、このワイドオープンスペースまで取っていきたいよねと。
Alright, Swissy, nothing to do. We're at the bottom of a trend line. Just stay out of it. Dollar yen until we get a deeper retracement. We're not interested in this dollar yen. This could be bouncing right now, and this could be the start of the greatest uptrend in the history of the dollar yen. Do we know that? No.
ドルフランはとりあえずすることがありませんでした。で、ドル円見てみましょうということなんですけど、ドル円も、もっと深いリトレースが必要だよねと。で、もしかしたら今跳ね返るポイントかもしれませんけども、歴史的なアップトレンドになるかもしれないですよねと。
If they need to pull this down because they need to get a better angle. This is actually too shallow for a day chart trend, and this will be too steep for a 240-minute trend. So they need to bring this down a little lower and get it like this so we get a good angle on this. And so this little move up here could be just a move to find enough sellers to take it down to the 382 or maybe the 50% fib. So until that gets done, I'm not messing with this thing. Ozzy, we're going to see if this is a
まあなので、382とか 50% まで戻ってくるのを待ちたいよねと。で、今はトレンドは急すぎですし、で、デイチャートの方は緩すぎですし、いい感じのトレンドになるためにこのリトレースをしてきて、新しいトレンドを引き直したいねと。続いて OG ドルですね。
A false breakout or real. All right, right now it's showing it's a false breakout. They're back up inside the trend, as you can see. If this ends up going back inside the trend on a 240 chart, then we're looking to make this big move, and all these targets are out. So, and they've even taken this one. So our this move could happen this week, all the way up to here.
OG ドルはこのトレンドラインブレイクが、マシだった可能性がありますと。なので、もしこれこのまま戻ってきて上がってきたら上のトップまで今週は見ていきたいねと。
And we know in the big picture, fundamentally, there's nothing wrong with the Aussie dollar. It's strong as any, it's probably the strongest currency on the planet of those that are traded readily. So we're really looking for that opportunity if we get it. So move to the upside, you're going to look for a target all the way up to 105.97, 10600 is where we're trying to go. So we'll see if we can get that trade if we get the bounce. Okay? If we don't and it ends up being not.
今 OG ドルが一番世界で最も強い通貨と言っていいんではないでしょうかと。なので今週も注目していきたいよねって言ってました。
A pulse breakdown breaks down here. You got a little trade down to here, but that's as far as I would trade it to because the bottom that's sitting there. About 50 some pips there. If it ends up being actually not a false breakout, but a real breakout. Alright, EJ, we can trade and take it down to 60. You can see what we got. We know that these are just moves to get in position for the bounce. Alright, these are corrective moves. We now have an A, B, C. So this could be the bottom right here. Alright, they could be doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside again. Alright, so it could be the bottom. So we'll have to see. If it comes up here and sells off here, we'll be interested in that trade. Alright, doubling our position below the 120.
ユーロ円です。ユーロ円は、今コレクション同じですよね。コレクションで買い手をどこで見つけるかっていうポイントです。で、一応 ABC っていう波も見えますし、ここがボトムになるかもしれませんよねと。で、だけど、このベアフラッグ見えてるので、こいつを下に割ってきたら、ブレイクで売っていきたいよねと言っています。
Okay, yeah, so they have big candles over here, but I don't know if they're going to get those squared up. I think they'll end up being right off because it's so far down there. We'll see. Yeah, could be. And then we look at the bounce point. All right, all this is a corrective move. Don't forget, it's all corrective. All right, so we were able to find a way to trade the euro yen to the downside, so we will do that if we get the opportunity. But the real trade is to the upside. Now, if this ends up not selling off here and you get a break, hook, and go, we're looking to go back up to the double top right up in here.
もし上にブレイク間の5で戻ってきたらダブルトップ目指しましょうと。
And it can make that in one day. Its ATR is 179 pips right now. 179 pips a day. 180, okay, thanks. Pound yen, it's going to be dicey to trade this one right here. Real dicey. Again, it's corrective moves to the downside. So what do we have right now? We've got a 1, 2, it's an ABC. So this could be the move where they take it back to the upside also. If they break down here, you can see that, well, they need to take it all. If they break, they're going to try to take it all the way down to here. And that would be a heck of a trade for those of you who can trade that thing. All right. New Zealand, we're looking for the bounce, all right, and start the fifth wave.
ポンド円もちょっと分かりにくいよねと。で、スクエアアップキャンドルがあったので、あそこをスクエアアップしてこないとおかしいよねっていうことを言ってますけど、ちょっと分かりにくいねって言ってます。で、続いてキウイドルです。
And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth wave is all up in here. So we'll see if we get the bounce. If you don't get a bounce and you get a breakout here, you'd want to trade it down to probably all the way down to here. This bottom here where you got support, lots of support there. Probably there. That's 120 pips down there, folks. So, that might not be a bad trade if it breaks out. But if it doesn't, we really want to buy up to the top. Okay. Hey, Anil, how are you, bud? How are things in Russia? Great. Fantastic. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Say hi to Vladimir Putin for us. All right, Aussie yen, until we get this correction done, there's nothing for us to do. But at some point, they'll finish the correction, and then we're looking for the bounce back up to the upside on the Aussie yen. But right now, we believe it's
OG 円ですね。
correction. As you can see, they're just correcting this move. It's a big move here. And so down in here would be a good place to find a bounce. I don't know where that is yet, so I don't have any arrows on here.
まあ同じく OG 円も買いで見ていきたいよねと。で、今プルバックしてますから、どこで上がってくるかですね。まあそれはまだ分かんなくて矢印も今出してないですけど、反発してきたら買っていきたいねと。
Euro pound, we're waiting for the breakout. We do want this trade desperately. This is a great looking trade for us if we can get the break to the north, okay? You can see way up here, we got an unsquared candle up here. This is where they should have broke, hook, and go, and they didn't. So all the way up here is an opportunity just to square up, all right? So a break, a hook, and a go. Our first opportunity is here, and our second opportunity is up here, all right?
ユーロポンドです。ユーロポンド、とてもいい、よく見えますよねと。絶対していきたいトレードですと。で、その条件として、この白いトレンドラインを上にブレイクしてからですよね。そうしたら左の方にスクエアアップされてないキャンドルがあるので、そこまで。で、1つ目のトレード、2つ目のトレードっていう風にやっていきたいですよねと。
It's $1.53 per pip, so we want it all day long. So break, hook, and go. We want that trade right there, and then we want that one right there. All right. So be prepared for those, folks. But it's a slow mover. It's not as slow as it used to be, but it is a slow mover, so be ready for that. All right. They're now taking out the R4 here and the R5 from the first one right there. So now maybe we'll get our pullback here. We'll see. And if we do, then
ユーロ王子ですね。これは今 R4 まで行って到達しましたねと。リトレースあるかもしれませんという感じですね。
Okay. It would be nice to see him pull this back a little ways right in here and take another run at it. And we would certainly take that little trade there because all these targets are out. And our next target is all the way up here, moving our stop here.
プルバックしてきて、もう一回上がってきたら買いたいですよねと。で、R5 まで取っていきたい。で、この青い、レジスタンスのところでストップを上げていきたいよねと。
Here, doubling our position above the 126.78. So, that's it. That's going to look sweet if we can get it. Euro CAD, Euro CAD has had a breakout to the north. There is an opportunity up in here, as you can see. Once we get there, we really need to do it. We've had a break, but we've had no hook back and a go. So we're looking for the hook back down in here and then a breakout up to there. There's a big opportunity. So we'll see if we can get a hook.
ユーロカナダは同じくブレイクフック&ゴーで上に買っていきたいよねと。
Back down to 3290 area, and maybe we'll be able to bounce it up to there. That would be a great trade. Two-part trade there. Nice. CAD yen, nothing to do. The correction is done. Same thing with the New Zealand yen. So the correction is done. Pound New Zealand, however, we have.
カナダ円、ニュージーランド円は同じくすることないんですよねと。なので置いといて、続いて、ポンドニュージーランドですね。
Have had a breakout of the old trend here. We've got this line drawn because of the two tops here. There are two tops here, so we've drawn this line, so we know where that is. This retracement is a good opportunity for us to trade into that line, and then a break, hook, and a go of that line. We're looking for that. So we can come all the way down here to the channel. You can see they know where this channel is. All right, so come all the way down the channel, and then we have this trade right here, and this trade right here. Nice trade.
これも今ブレイクフック&ゴーしてきて、1つ目チャンネルで跳ね返ってきて上に行ったら1つ目買っていきたくて、で白いトレンドライン割ってきたらHSI ですね。HSI の6ですか。R6 まで買っていきたいねと。
It's not here yet. Gotta wait for it to get here. All right. XAG, Okay, we've stalled out now finally, and we know that JP Morgan finally got all their silver out traded. They were upside down on silver for over a year, and year and a half actually. And man.
まあ銀ですね、銀ですけど、JP モルガンがまあこういうことになったと、JP モルガンの、何ですか、売買でこんな感じになってるってことを言ってますね。
So, lower time frame, take this down to 60 and see. Alright, have a little bounce and a hook back down. Make it a George trade here. We'll see. And, anyway, I'm not really interested until it proves that it's a buy. And to prove that it's a buy, it's going to have to probably get above here for me to start trading to the upside. Alright. So, right now,
今やんない方がいいですよねと。で、まあ買うところを探していきたいんですけど、この高値更新してプロバブリーですけどね、多分ここを超えてきてブレイクフッカーの5していったら僕なら買うねっていうことを言ってます。
We still got targets down here. We can go all the way down to here without a problem. So silver and gold is still, silver follows gold, and gold is being sold still, as you can see. So we'll see what happens here. Dollar index, they're down nothing with it all day. And can everybody see why the market did not move? What did they do with the dollar index? Not a doggone thing. They started here this morning, they went down, and they came right back to where they are. So there's nothing here. This is just trading in a box. Nobody's committed. So sideways move on the dollar index, which will result in a sideways move on most of the currencies. Pound chief, all right, we're waiting for the sell here to the downside, and
ポンドフラン行きましょう。
we did get a little opportunity here that it broke and it came right back up. This is one heck of a line here. Okay, but we've seen it do this multiple times before, and it tests multiple times, and then finally one of them breaks to the downside. Obviously, this could be it. They may just say, that's it. We can't break this line. Let's go to the upside. In which case, we're going to wait for the break, hook, and go.
ポンドフランはですね、まずこのサポートが今、サポートブレイクできるかどうかっていうところですよね。で、そのままブレイクしてきたら、デイチャートのトレンドがピンクのがありますし、でもこのサポートでもういいやっていうことで、もう抜けないわっていうことで上に上がってきて、チャンネルラインをブレイクフッカー抜こうして、このいろんなサポートレジスタンスがあるところまで上がってくる可能性がありますと。
Hasn't happened yet. We're still seller, waiting for the break of this line. Be very cautious. That's the day chart trend down here. So, trade it to 4,200, move your stop, and then see if it'll go all the way down and tag the day chart line. Because that's probably it right there. Pound Aussie, all right? We'd love to see a deeper retracement here, and we're not getting a trend. They are bouncing a little bit right now. We haven't shaken off the sellers. A bull flag here would be pretty sweet if they do that. So we'd love to get down back up down to this 4,700 area right in here for a bounce back up to the upside. That's
ポンドオジです。ポンドオジはもっと深いリトレース欲しいですよねと。で、ここでブルフラッグでもできて、サポートされて上がってきたら買ってきたよねと。
Taken out, that's taken out. So our next target is right here at 47.77. So if we got down to 4,700, we'd have 80 pips right there, and then there's another 40 on top of that. So that would be nice. Yeah, it could be. Down and square up this one right here would be sweet. I don't know if we'll get that deep, but we may. Pick it up to 240 and look at it. And you can see I need to square that candle up right there. Everything over here, pretty good shape over there. Okay. This is a day chart trend line here coming off the top here, as you can see. So when we get near that day chart trend, we're going to have to be very careful right up in here. All right, folks, that's what I see. We'll talk with you tonight. All right. So there's the fundies. Don't forget early morning fundies in the London session. Tomorrow morning will be flat at 7:30 in the morning. We got 3 announcements then. And tonight we have beginners class at number 6 at 7:30 Central Time. At 8:30 Eastern Time. And I'll see my Endeavor traders there. Okay. Don't forget, for those of you who are fast track traders, fast track Wednesday we will have a webinar, follow-up webinar for all of you guys. Gonna make sure that now we got any questions that have come up since you did the 3-day class. We want to make sure we get those out where you can ask your question and get an answer. We want to start you off on the right foot. So yeah, so there we go. All right, everybody. Okay. All right, Sanford. All right, man. Have fun with those grandkids. That's the way to do it. All right, everybody. We'll see you tonight.
はい、というわけで今日のセッションリキャップここまでです。今日の夜またいろいろポジション、ファンダメンタルあるんで、それに気をつけてポジションフラットでいきたいねって言ってましたので、注意してやってみてください。それではどうもありがとうございました。また明日です。失礼します。